Hello, EDU 580 students. My name is Teresa Pedersen, and I am your instructor for this course. I'm so thrilled to be able to work with you for your Birth to Grade 3 endorsement and to help you wade through the waters of your student teaching experience. By now, hopefully you have logged into Blackboard and are navigating through those first few modules. I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to be doing this week in Blackboard for EDU 580. On your screen, you can see that we have the Blackboard page here pulled up. And you'll notice under the faculty contact that you can see that I have my work phone here. And I'll let you know that I do check email 7 days a week. I do respond very quickly if you have questions, so don't hesitate to send me an email. Please remember to use your Northwestern email exclusively for this course. Under course information, we have the handbook and the syllabus, and I'll talk a little bit about those things, but you do need to read both of those documents. They're together in one document, but you do need to read it very, very carefully and make sure that you are up to date. We have some new forms, so if you have an old version of the handbook, you'll want to make sure that you download this one. Here we have frequently asked questions about your supervisor, lesson plans, and how many days that you need to student teach. It is 20 school days. That does not include any professional development time. So it needs to be time that is face-to-face with students. It could also be online with students, but you're providing instruction. And you can include IEP meetings as part of this, as long as you are working with families for the IEP. So working on an IEP with another instructor or a cooperating teacher, that time is not allowed to be counted for student teaching. You can also do a half-day experience, so you would be doing 40 days. I know many of you have one day per week that is for professional development or a learning community, a professional learning community. So remember, you cannot count that day. So you'll just go into week 5 or week 6 so that you can get enough days. Here under content, you will notice that there is an email reminder about using your Northwestern email. And then here, must start here. This is where you need to go before you put your information in for week 1. There is a discussion board that you need to fill out, and you can get there by coming over here to discussions, clicking on it, and it will open here. This is the only discussion post that you will have this term, and it's to tell me basically your plan. So you answer all 4 parts of this question, and then I will be aware of what you're doing. And as you can notice, we have lots of participants that are here, but it's only about a third of the total people in the course. So please make sure that you get that accomplished. Then you'll come back over here to content, and you'll notice 2 student teaching observations. This is where you're going to upload those once you have them done. I recommend that you do one early in the 20 days and then one late. So a first half and a second half. And I've also posted the forms here for you to use. And this is where you can pull this form down, give it to your supervisor. They also have copies as well. And then you're going to come back here and you're going to go ahead and post that observation. Please make sure that the observation is signed by you and by your supervisor. Those can be electronic signatures, like a cut and paste situation, but it needs to look like a signature. And it's best if those are wet signatures, meaning they're done with a pen. And then the last thing I'll talk about this week is if you have completed your first week of student teaching, then you would come here, and since we all start at different times, there are no dates. So you just keep track of week 1, week 2, week 3. You're going to turn in 2 lesson plans per week. Those are decided by you as to what you would like to share, understanding that you do many, many more lesson plans. Now, that is not an overall plan for the entire day or week. That is one lesson written out in long form, and it must provide accommodations to meet the needs of the student with an IEP or students. And it can also meet the need of a student who is gifted and talented or an English language learner. So you have two there. And then the weekly report. And I want to make you aware that the weekly report form has also been changed from previous semester. So if you have an older one, please make sure that you're using the latest one. Unfortunately, it's not coming up. There we go. Okay. So you'll see here is the student teaching weekly report. For each day, you're going to answer A, B, and C. Sharing activities, reflecting on student behavior, reflecting on the submitted plans after you've taught it, just your own personal reflection. And then the fourth part is just to email that to your supervisor and upload it to Blackboard. We do have due dates where we would like you to upload things no later than Sunday night or Monday morning. However, I understand that life happens, so it's just really, really important that you get the plans in before you teach them. And for the most part, that is just getting them in the weekend before. And then the weekly report, there are many people who do it right at the end of the day on Friday and they walk away and go home for the weekend. Other people like to wait through and do it on Sunday. I suggest you keep track each day so that your submission is pretty simple. You add Friday and you submit. Okay, so those are the only things that I think we need to talk about here at week 1. So many of you are going into week 2 because you started on the 4th. Also, I know there's another group of you that are going to be starting this week, and today was your first day of student teaching. So I'm super, super honored to be your instructor for this course. I am here for you. I just want to make you aware that I do pray for you daily by name. I write down all my student names for the term, and I do make sure to pray for you. So if you have a prayer request specifically that you would like me to pray, please let me know. I would be happy to do that. If you have any problems getting things submitted or you have a question, many of you have already reached out. Please don't hesitate. I'm here to help, and my job is to make sure that you complete student teaching and to help you to make that leap. So have a beautiful week, and I look forward to communicating with you and reading your lesson plans and your reports. Thank you very much.